New photos from the Epstein files show a woman with Lolita quotes written over her body. Imagine that. Somebody else's hands, your back. Words that you'll never read yourself. That is how control works. It writes where you can't see. This is the oldest move in the patriarchal playbook. Church fathers wrote about Mary's body in beautiful language. Elevated, ornate, holy-sounding words that simultaneously worshipped and controlled her. They made chosen mean claimed. Because if you can control the words written about a body, you can control what that body means. Let's look at what's written on her. On the foot was low, plain low, in the morning standing 4 feet 10 in one sock. On her back, she was Dolly at school. These are the opening lines of Nabokov's novel. The narrator is introducing Dolores, the 12-year-old he's about to harm, and every word is doing work. She was low, she was Dolly, she was Lolita in my arms. The narrator is taking her actual name, actual personhood, and replacing it with baby names, possession names, each one a smaller cage than the last. She was Dolly at school marks the jealousy that she has a life beyond his control. She has a name he doesn't own, an identity that exists without him. 4 feet 10 in one sock makes clear her smallness, her vulnerability, her childishness. She's a kid getting ready in the morning. To select these specific lines is to declare, I know she's young, I know she's small, and I'm going to narrate it as seduction anyway. Now look at where these quotes are written. On her foot, on her back, places that she can't easily see, places that someone else had to write. When you write on someone's body, you're performing an ancient act. Baptism marks bodies claimed by God. Livestock get branded to declare ownership. Marking bodies declare what they mean and who they belong to. This woman's body has been turned into a canvas for the perpetrator's story. The victim's body is the text that tells his narrative. This is the abuser's logic of ownership, inscribed on the flesh. And here's the devastating part. These lines are beautiful. Nabokov's prose is gorgeous, witty, rhythmic. You can hear the charm in it. That beauty is the mechanism. It is how perpetrators make violence look like it's something else, something romantic, intellectual, forgivable. Look at the aesthetic of the well-read book in the background. Exploitation is presented as art, as culture, as sophistication. The beauty doesn't expose the evil, it sanctifies it. And when we can't reconcile evil with divine order, we locate the corruption in the body being harmed instead of the person doing the harm. This is why menstruation becomes the curse, not evidence that patriarchy murdered the feminine divine, but proof that women are the sites of sin. What we see in these photos makes explicit what has always been implicit in patriarchal religion. Special access to young bodies indicate divine chosenness. Look, this is sick and painful to witness. And it also shows us how the mechanism works, how it's always worked. Because the question is, what has been written on your body that you haven't seen? Who gets to write it? And what system gave them the permission? Every time the church says Mary's body is perpetual purity, they are writing on women's body that your fertility is your contamination. Every time a girl gets told that her period is a curse, someone is writing on her body, your nature is the problem. Every time chosen by God gets used to justify access to young bodies, someone is writing the same script. Your smallness is my opportunity. Your vulnerability is my invitation. These aren't just literary references in marker. This is the theological claim written on flesh for centuries. This body means what I say it means. This person is who I say she is. Her story is mine to tell. The work of liberation is seeing what has been inscribed on our bodies, is to hold the mirror up for each other so we can see and refuse the claims made on our bodies, because bodies belong to people living in them. Incarnation means enfleshed autonomy, not inscribed control. Dolores had a name. It was hers, and so do you. I am Connie Chen. I teach a class called Faith Deconstruction 101, Leaving the Church Without Losing Yourself. I also run a Patreon community where we are doing monthly studies deconstructing and reconstructing women in the Bible. Last month was Eve, and dropping soon is a study of the Virgin Mary. The links are you know where.